So this civil case was started by the alleged victim against the players, 8 players, and Hockey Canada for damages for the sexual abuse this woman suffered. The weird thing about this case is that the plaintiff used a pseudonym for herself, which is common, but she also went to court and obtained the right to use a pseudonym to avoid publication of the names of the personal defendants. That's really weird. I've never heard of a case like that before, where the plaintiff is trying to anonymize the names of the defendants that abused her. Something weird is going on here. And she also sued Hockey Canada. So Hockey Canada, as I mentioned, settled the case for $3.5 million. The Globe and Mail reported that Hockey Canada did not contact the players. You think that's odd? That's incredibly weird. Nor did they know who the players were. That's what the Globe and Mail reported about Hockey Canada's knowledge. I mean, it's just incredibly bizarre. So Hockey Canada, the governing body, is going to pay out $3.5 million and not even consider who the players were or what they did or interview them and understand what their defenses may be. It's really, really odd. Plus, in any situation like this, if Hockey Canada was liable, I don't think they're liable for a cent, they have the right to third-party the players and seek indemnity from the players. It's really, really weird. And in terms of the liability of the players, I mean, it's incredibly clear. Consent must be real, which I imagine is their defense. Consent has to be real and completely given freely. This woman was inebriated. You can't argue a drunken woman gave consent to being gang raped. I don't think so. It's just completely bizarre to me. Apparently, Hockey Canada did sponsor an event after the winning game. The players were there, but they went out independently on their own after that and did whatever happened. Hockey Canada was alleged to have cultivated a culture of abuse. That's what the statement of claim said. There's no way Hockey Canada had liability for this. It's just completely insane. And plus, even if they did have liability, any reasonable entity would take steps to sue, that is third party, the true wrongdoers for indemnity. These players, well, 5 of them, became professional hockey players. They had a very successful career until 2024. So they obtained considerable financial benefit from their hockey skills, and there's no claim made against them. It's completely weird. My take on this is that Hockey Canada wanted to shut it up and make a deal and hopefully wanted this to go away. Unfortunately, or fortunately, as I say, it blew up in their face. And because of the settlement, it received publicity. It was before the House of Commons. There's a special committee set up by a Supreme Court of Canada judge, ex-judge, to investigate Hockey Canada's governance. And the whole thing went crazy, received new publicity, and ultimately the criminal investigation was opened up and charges laid. But it's sinful what happened here. It's just completely bizarre. And plus, Hockey Canada, as I mentioned in the previous video, they were using funds from, Mary and Tommy's parents who were providing subscription fees for their team to fund the settlement. It's just outrageous. It's just incredulous to me.